because he says he's pain-free after his second back surgery. Porter says he doesn't have a timetable but hopes to be back for the beginning of the season. Royce, is there any reason to rush him back?
Absolutely not. Take your time. There's no big hurry here. You want to make sure a player, he's young, he's very young. He clearly struggled with it last year. He came back. Look, he wanted to come back and play for Missouri in the NCAA tournament, and I think a lot of that also was self-motivated to make sure that he could maybe increase his draft stock, put to bed some of the discussions about his true health. Look, he was red flagged all over the place pre-draft. It's the reason that he got drafted where he's at. But he's in the NBA now. He's getting paid money. Take your time. And if we learned anything, look, he can even have a couple more back surgeries and still compete in the PGA Championship.
Right,
so,
clearly.
So take your time, get healthy, and be back. And we'll all forget about this. A lot of young players have dealt with this. Blake Griffin missed his full rookie season and came back.
Joel Embiid, who we just talked about. Yeah.
Take your time. Your career is long. Get healthy.
Yeah, I was speaking with someone with the Nuggets last week. They are ecstatic of the pick. They were kind of shocked the Clippers did not take him with one of the two. But yeah, they're playing with house money. Right. There's no reason that they're pretty stacked at the wings right now. And this is a great long-term play for them. I don't know that I totally buy that he's pain-free. I mean, it took me like 4 days to recover from an epidural, like not even spinal surgery. So not entirely convinced he's pain-free.
He might be in a little better shape than you, as great a shape as you're in.
Indeed. Fair
point.
But as Royce says, I mean, they got all the time.
And a little younger,
Considerably
younger. No offense.
Yeah.
But look, I'm with you guys. We've seen the redshirt year happen. You mentioned Blake, Joel Embiid, Ben Simmons as recently as last year or 2 years ago. So this is the move because that team is already on the right path. They're on the right trajectory. They don't need him right away, and he can just kind of ease his way in potentially. Look, if they want to bring him in at the end of the season or maybe after the All-Star break, if he does feel pain-free, fine. If you don't want to redshirt him completely, I can get that. We saw that with Embiid when he played the 33 games, and we almost made him Rookie of the Year. We made Malcolm Brogdon the Rookie of the Year that year.
Another thing, this is what I hope the D-League can become. I mean, wouldn't it be great to have a place where he can play, where, if he does struggle because he's not 100%, there's a place he can go to actually, hone the game, get himself back into shape, learn sort of the general NBA schematics. But that's what I hope the D-League can become.
A rehab assignment.
Yeah, rehab, exactly.
Sure.
Like they would in baseball.
Yeah, absolutely. No doubt. There's more on Michael Porter Jr., though. Last week, an Instagram user took a screenshot of Porter liking a comment on a Rookie of the Year prediction post.
People are so fast with these screenshots.
That said, Luka, as in Doncic, is the most overrated person I've seen in my life.
Not even the most overrated player, the most
person. As a person.
As overrated as he is as a player, he's even more overrated as a person.
So Porter said the whole thing was a mistake. Of course it was. Yep. Quote, so what's crazy is that it blew up. Believe it or not, I'm scrolling through the Rookie of the Year odds and I accidentally liked a comment. This is a EuroLeague MVP, and I got nothing but respect for him. I was like, man, I didn't want to come off like that. I reached out to Luka. I told him it was 100% an accident, and I told him, I can't wait to see you do it in the league. I wasn't worried about what fans thought, but I wanted to let him know instantly it was 100% an accident. Now, Luka's teammates, or one of his teammates in Spain, actually took a shot at Michael Porter Jr. on Instagram and basically said that, Luka is the MVP of the EuroLeague. He can't be overrated. An injured player who's not played 5 college games can be overrated. #facts. So Dino coming,
Doncic.
Yeah, coming to his defense. So Kevin, are you buying any of this?
Well, I don't want to screw with a guy from the Balkans. That's
right. Me neither, for sure.
What is the definition of a gaffe? Somebody who tells their true inner thoughts by accident.
It sounds like you've said that before.
Yes, this is a definition of a gaffe.
Can you tell your inner thoughts though with an accidental touch on a screen?
Oh, come on, man. Listen, first of all, this whole nonsense of accidentally liking something on Instagram, we've heard this excuse way too often. I kind of know what I'm doing. I've never accidentally liked a tweet. I've never accidentally liked an Instagram post. You have to kind of scroll up and hit your thumb. Like, you have to put your thumb in a weird position.
They do have big hands, though.
I mean, I guess, but come on.
That was a very good apology, I thought, though, by him.
Even
if it was intentional and he's covering up his gaffe, I thought that was a very sincere and smart way to say it, though, is to reach out to Luka Doncic, try to clarify it, clear it up, and hopefully everybody will forget about this. We're only talking.
No way. This is the NBA. We want the drama.
Okay,
so whenever they do play, we'll be like, Luka versus Porter.
Yeah, exactly. Well, in 2 years from now, then.